Hey there, it's Ross from Bma Hydroponics. I hope you're enjoying the Outdoor 2020 series. This is the season finale. You know, I usually put a TV commercial in here and kind of talk about some of the lighter things that we do. But today, I'm going to show you a special treat. We've got a new service at Bma Hydroponics. So let's go on in the store and let's tell you about it. Any of you have been in the store before, you know how nice it is in here, and we've got a lot of products for sale. This is the new service that I'm going to be telling you about right here. So we're talking about THC and CBD testing and terpene testing. So this is really exciting stuff. We can give you a really accurate measurement of the THC and CBD very easily with a new machine that we have called the PURPL Pro. So you see we've got all the COVID protocols in place here, and here's Roseanne. Say hi, Roseanne. Now you may remember Roseanne from the Women Who Grow series, the Women Who Grow Organically series, sorry, at Roseanne's Farm. If you haven't watched that one, check it out. Click on the video link up on the top. All the videos will come out. Look for Roseanne's episode. She is a master grower, and we love having her at Bma Hydroponics. And here we've got Roxanne, and Roxanne is our newest employee. Say hi. and Roxanne is on her way to being a master grower, but we're going to get her there, and hopefully it won't take too long. In the meantime, let's go on back here and just have a look at the PURPL Pro. So here we are. Here's our testing equipment. This is not the nuclear codes to the atom bomb. That's just our PURPL Pro tester. This is our DX tester. So the DX tester is a molecular sniffer. That's the one we use for terpenes. You can see I've got a lot of test samples here that are going to be tested, and I've got a couple of my own right here that we're going to test. Okay, so let's unbox these little tester units. This is the DX. This is a molecular sniffer. What you do is it's got a little drawer on the side. It opens up. You have little test cartridges that you put a little sample in. It sucks air through, and it identifies the molecular structure, signature, if you will, of your particular cannabis, and then it'll give you a readout of all the terpene levels. Terpenes are very important with cannabis. They have a lot of bearing on how you feel your cannabis. In other words, 18% could feel like 20%, it could feel like 16%, and that's because of terpenes. So terpenes are important, and it's a longer test and it takes longer, so it costs a little more at $30. This is the PURPL Pro. This is the really beautiful one there. This is some of the newest technology. This is called near infrared technology. What it does is it bounces light off of the cannabis, and then the reflected light that comes back is stripped out into little strips of different shades of colors. And they know that that one particular strip of color is the one for THC, and the other strip of color is for CBD. So we've got 3 pieces that we use. This is the actual unit that shines the light. This is a grinder, just like your regular grinders, and that's just a little funnel holder. Okay, so let's do some testing. I've got the unit all fired up. I've got my app opened up. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to calibrate the machine. So there's a little white dot in here. I'm going to turn the machine upside down. I'm going to call up the calibration function on the app. Okay, so we're all logged in. Press the calibrate button. Okay, we're all calibrated, so let's go. Move this aside. So what I've got here, I've got the 2 strains that I grew. So this is the New York OG. This is the Clean Chemo. So let's find out where these stand for THC and CBD. First thing I do is put the unit on top. That is basically to hold the funnel. So this is just a standard grinder. It's got a special non-stick coating so it doesn't stick. So I'm going to do the New York OG first. So we don't need a lot. We just need, I'm just going to take the top off of that bud, and you can see it's probably not even enough to roll a joint, but it's enough to fill the hopper down here and to do a test. So I just put it in the grinder. I'm going to grind it up. Okay, so I've got the reservoirs filled. I tamp it down with the tamper, and then we bring up the app. Okay, we're ready to go. So I press the measure button. It's scanning. What it's going to do is it's going to shoot up a beam of infrared light. And that beam is going to reflect off of the actual cannabis. And there goes the light. I just saw it in there. So it is analyzing, and here's what we come out with in this particular case. It's 6% THC and 9% CBD, which is really, really odd. It's a little bit confusing because the mother was a straight THC plant that tested out above 20%. So the wild card, I guess, is the pollen that I put on there to make these seeds. And obviously that pollen must have been a CBD strain. But that 6% THC and 9% CBD is a good number. I'm happy to have that CBD and on a strain that will also get you high, because you will get a high, you will feel this 6%. So the wild card here, I think, is the terpene profile, and the terpene profile affects how you feel the THC. So I think it's probably just got a really lot of enhancers in the terpene profile, makes that 6% feel like a lot higher. So I'm very happy with the result. Surprised, but happy. So let's move on now and do the clean chemo. Let's see what it came out to. So the first thing we do is we clean this up. They give you the brush. You make sure you get any residues off, everything swept off, nice and clean. We're gonna clean the grinder. We're gonna get in there, make sure that there's no residuals from the previous sample in there. And of course the little brush fits into all the little holes and everything just nice. Okay, so we're all good there. We got the residuals all off of there. And we're ready to test the next sample. Okay, next we're gonna do the clean chemo. Let's see where it came out. So I'll take a piece, I think I'll take it off down here in the middle somewhere. And we'll put that into the grinder. Grind that up. In there. Okay, wow, this has really got a nice smell to it. So this is where the terpenes come from. Terpenes are the things that make it taste and smell. So that terpene profile also makes it, governs how you feel it. So let's tamp that down. Okay, here we go. And it's scanning. And there's the light. Okay, well, there you go. We've got 18% THC on the clean chemo. That's a good number. I had tested this earlier, but it was still quite wet, so the plant still had a lot of moisture in it. I got quite a bit lower reading. I think that curing is very important. This is giving me a moisture content too of 8.4%. So that I think that is a much lower. I probably had like a 20 or 30% moisture content when I tested it the first time, and I got somewhere in the neighborhood of 14. So I think having it completely cured does make a difference in your results. So 18% for clean chemo, I'll take that. No CBD, but 18%. So this is what the measurement looks like. I get a little readout like this, and then I just screenshot it. And I take that little screenshot and I'll text it to you, or I'll email it to you. It's just that easy. $25 a test. So if you have some cannabis that you grew this year or last year or any year, bring it on down to Bma Hydroponics here at 404 Maitland Drive in Belleville, Ontario.